I am not going to rap again. Hello everybody, welcome to the 5K Q&A, whatever I'm calling it. I'm not scripting it because holy cow, I got a lot of comments and I want to get through them all. And hopefully this video won't be insanely long. All right, let's get into it. How did you get into puppetry? I got this question a lot. I've been in theater a lot. And at one point during advanced theater class, my love of puppetry was sort of rekindled when I did a research project on Handspring Puppet Company in South Africa. And it sort of got me thinking, man, there are puppets that are like specifically for kids. There are puppet shows that are specifically like avant-garde for adult kind of stuff. And not since the Muppet Show and its equivalents have we really had any sort of wide-reaching, not specifically for kids that adults can still enjoy kind of puppet shows. So here I am, making the content that I want to see. When can we expect merchandise? I'll look into it. It's something that I'll probably do at some point, but probably not anytime like soon. Do you like pizza? Yeah. What's your morning routine? I wake up, I pick up a brush, put on a little makeup, put it on the table. Do you wear the socks that are your puppets? I also got this question a lot. No. Perverts. How long does an animation take? Do you perform multiple takes for each puppet to make sure it looks good, or is it one and done? Depends on how good it looks. If I do a take and then review it and I'm like, yeah, I'm happy with that, then it's one and done. But if I look at it and I say, the lip sync's off, or that could have been funnier, or you know, a hand goes out of frame or something, I say, okay, let me try that again. Just as simple as that, really. What is your stance on the breakup of Yugoslavia and the breakup of the Soviet Union? Also, do you like cheese? Overall, I think stinky. I'll let you decide which one I'm talking about. Why do you hate me? There you go, that's a reference there, yeah. Thank you. True fan over here, true fan. Do you have any big projects in the works? I've got a lot of big projects just like on the shelf, in Google Docs or in my head, that didn't, not all of them started out for this channel, but I could see a couple of them coming to it. It's all a matter of like time management and resources and money and other things. I hope I can do some big projects in the future. Favorite musicians / albums? I've got pretty eclectic taste. I've listened to plenty of musical soundtracks, movie soundtracks, video game soundtracks, but also like bands. I like Riders in the Sky, Judas Priest, In Sync a little bit. I don't know, they did the one song in the Jimmy Neutron movie. What is your favorite movie? I really couldn't only pick one. I love so many movies. I like Little Shop of Horrors, I like the first Muppet movie, I like Fiddler on the Roof, I like Mad Max Fury Road, I like The Avengers. I like so many. There's probably hundreds that I could like do dissertations on why I like them so much. Maybe someday I will, who knows? What made you decide to use socks as your actors? Basically, they're just appealing. It's and they're easy and relatively cheap. You can find them at the 99-cent store. And they're very versatile. You could do facial expressions like this, or this, or this. Where to locate the 9 treasured sock doubloons that will grant you all material wealth you could dream of? Fool. You chase fantasies. Where are you from? What do you do? Do you want to keep rapping anymore? I do not. What is your favorite animal? This might even be a harder question than the movie one. I like so many. I subscribed to Zoo Books when I was a kid. Literally, before we had video games, as a kid, I would just like read the encyclopedia and look for all the animals and be like, ooh, pangolin, that's neat. Sugar glider? Calico? What? Do talking socks eat food? If so, what? I think we established that I like pizza. What puppet took you the longest to make? This one. I haven't used him in a lot because, well, frankly, I just don't know what to do with him, but yeah, this one. Which puppet is the hardest to use / maneuver? Tomar. Do you believe I can beat the crap out of Glorman, aka Sockward Tentacles? Well, his name isn't Sockward Tentacles, his real name is I think Glorman could take you in a fight, man, not gonna lie. What is your opinion on Bionicle? I am genuinely interested. I think the designs are neat. I rented the movie from Blockbuster when I was a kid, remember nothing about it. So, there you go. If you're genuinely interested, sorry if the answer was a little lackluster. What is the best Ace Attorney villain? You can only put a prosecutor if they murdered someone. I have never really played an Ace Attorney game. What's your favorite character you've done? That is a tough one. There are a lot. Gosh, I really don't know. I think the Zack puppet is what's launched me into popularity, so I guess we'll go with him. But he's not like my favorite. You know what? It's me. I'm my favorite. That's right. Self-love. Do you plan on doing other videos besides Oni Plays and gaming reviews? I have done other videos besides game reviews and Oni Plays animations. They're maybe not as popular, but they're there. And yes, in the future, I will definitely do other kinds of videos as well. Other kinds of videos that maybe aren't on this channel yet. Talking's hard. Are you a sock? Why did you start making YouTube videos? Well, long story short, because of the pandemic, my advanced acting class's final project went from being a one-man live show to being a one-man pre-recorded show of any kind of thing you want. So I went creative. I'm a creative type person by nature, well, playwright and all that. And while most of my cohorts were just doing vlogs, I did a whole little interview thing with puppet characters and me in different costumes and stuff. And from there I thought, wow, my Samsung Galaxy S9 can make videos, so as long as I get better at it, I might as well just make a YouTube channel, why not? Would you rather Squee or XD? That's a very personal question. Have you ever considered making shoe puppets? No. Any advice for turning removed organs into puppets? No. How do you blink? I don't. What are the origins of Glorman? Top secret. Glorman isn't dead. What makes a good puppet to you? Well, basically, if it's something that's not alive that you can convince people is alive just by how you perform it, then it's a good puppet. Whether it's like a Sesame Street puppet or something like a big 5-person parade puppet, if it looks good and has a lot of personality to it, it's a good puppet. If you could build any sort of puppet with limitless resources, what would it be? That is a stupendous question. I've always thought of doing like a rendition of the musical Seussical with all puppets, all different styles of puppets. I also thought that like maybe doing a Sam and Max stage show where their puppets would also be a lot of fun. I've also like written some original plays where I imagined like a devil puppet who sits on a throne, who's like, you know, massive and controlled by lots of different people. All sorts of things, really. I was more of a playwright than I was a YouTuber before I started all this, so maybe hopefully someday I can return to those stuff. But probably not anytime soon because of the state of the world and all that. Up for any collabs? Who would you want to collab with? I've collaborated with a couple people. I've collaborated with Palamation. I've collaborated with Stinky Blue Rat, aka Crisp Rat. I'd be down to collaborate with all sorts of other people. Oh, and I've also done a couple other collabs that aren't up while I'm recording this yet. So, yeah, I'm always down to collab, absolutely. Garbanzo? What are the downsides of working with puppets? Arms get tired. Editing is a process. You have to upkeep them, brush them with lint rollers, make sure they're always clean. If they get any damages, you have to repair them. Sometimes they're hard to repair, sometimes it'd be easier just to make the puppet all over again, but then you've wasted the materials that you used on the first time. Lots of downsides, but they're worth it. What do you think about VTubers? They seem to be the only one that doesn't get the appeal. I don't really either. I'm not big on anime. It seems like most, if not all of them, are little anime girls. If somebody knows how, if you can make like a 3D model of just me that I can use for streaming, I'd be down. Because at the end of the day, that's all a VTuber is. It's just a virtual puppet, but the puppet looks like an anime girl. For how long did you want to do a YouTube channel like this? Was it hard to get started in the beginning? A little, yeah. I've wanted to do it for a long time. Like a long, long time. But here I am, and I'm doing it now. So if you really want to start a channel of your own, you've just got to take the plunge and do it. Would you accept a new custom robo at the cost of arms dying forever? This is a good question. Oh my gosh. Okay, after doing a lot of thinking about it, I'd say no. I would not accept custom robo coming back at the cost of arms dying forever. Why? Because if an indie studio or third-party studio wanted to do a custom robo spiritual successor and do it right, unlike Synaptic Drive, then I'd be okay with that. Like, the spirit of Custom Robo isn't that original, all things considered. Like you could make basically a Custom Robo game and call it Smustum Smobo, and it could still be fun. Whereas ARMS, it kind of needs the budget. It needs the characters, it needs the world. It's so unique. It's got so much room for potential. Yeah, no, I want to see more ARMS rather than a return to Custom Robo. At least in the sense that I'd love to see both, obviously, but I wouldn't want ARMS to die forever for that to be the case. If you had a little 6-inch clone of Hitler, would you torture it? No. And not because the clone isn't Hitler and didn't commit crimes or whatever, but just because I wouldn't torture a little thing just in general. Where are your legs? What are you made out of? Cotton, probably? Maybe polyester? I didn't check. What are your hopes for the future of the channel? Just keep making the content you guys want to see. Doing stuff that entertains me as well as you, like if I ever got sick, just sick to death of Oni Plays animations, I'd stop. But I'm not yet, so I won't. Same with gaming, same with practically everything. I want to keep going for as long as it's appealing to me, and I feel like it will be for a long time, especially with all of you here to support me. Do you have hands? How would you make a robot puppet? I'd probably want it to be Bunroku style, like controlled by 2 people, walking around. My little brother actually made one, it looks really good. I'll share it here if he's okay with it. I think he put it on Instagram, it's really neat. That's the sort of thing I would do. Favorite puppet? Not of yours, but from the Muppet Star Wars or whatever. That is a really hard one. There are so many good ones. Audrey 2 is a really impressive one. So is Sweetums, he's a classic, I love him. The Swedish Chef is really funny. There's obvious inspiration in the Tomar puppet from him. Star Wars also has a lot of brilliant puppets. I've also seen live shows with a lot of brilliant puppets too. It's, yeah, no, I couldn't pick one favorite. Miles John / Talking Sock collab, please. If he's down, I'm down. I've been a fan of his since he was small. I'd love to work with Miles John, you kidding? He actually once made fan art of me out of the blue. It's really nice. If you don't know who Miles John is, look him up. He's a very talented artist and animator. Would his shoes be categorized as a mask for sock puppets? No. Okay, this question says why puppets and why YouTube again, but it also says why gaming / skits. I do the skits because short bursts of comedy, funny. I like comedy, that's my wheelhouse. And puppets are a great avenue for that. They're good for that. Why gaming? It's just a hobby of mine that I really like and I don't get to talk about much because not many of my friends or family are really into gaming. So, but I was really into gaming, like, for a good portion of my life. Brawl definitely was the catalyst for that. It got me so fascinated in everything about games. So, yeah, this channel is my way to do that and talk about that with people. What games are you playing at the moment, and what PC game left you with a memorable impression? Lately, I've been playing a lot of Super Mario 35. I'm trying to reach level 100 and get all the icons before it goes away forever. I don't know if that makes me part of the problem or anything, but it's kind of what I'm doing. I also play a lot of Panel de Pon on the SNES Online app. I got a GameCube recently, so I'm replaying Custom Robo again. And Excitebots. Been playing a lot of Excitebots on the Wii with my family. They're really enjoying it too. Excitebots is great, man. As for PC game that left a memorable impression on me, my first instinct is to say Portal. It was very unique. Love Portal. If socks are on your hands, are they gloves or still socks? If you put cats in the oven, does that make them biscuits? When can we expect a Talking Sock OnlyFans? When hell freezes over. Why do you smell like feet? I always thought I smelled more like inches. What do you think of the Godzilla movies? I personally love Godzilla Final Wars. Haven't seen a Godzilla movie in a long time. I think they're fine for what they are. Big guy in a suit, roaming around cities and stuff. I can get behind that, it's pretty fun. What are some major changes you expect to see in your channel in the next few years? Well, hopefully I'll have my own place within the next few years, so I can upload more regularly, maybe give myself a little space to film, maybe even a set, maybe I'll be at liberty to have made more puppets, and have more like sketches and skits and regular segments. All sorts of different characters I want to introduce that I just haven't made or haven't gotten around to yet. Plenty of stuff I'd love to see changed. What is the most obscure game you can think of, and would you make a video about it? Most obscure? I guess, Over the Hedge Golf? No, I'm not making a video on it. Why hasn't Glorman roasted Franklin yet? Because he needs to renew his pass. What's your background outside of YouTube? Where you grew up, how was school, etc., etc.? I grew up in Southern California. I was homeschooled, having a lot of siblings. Yeah, I don't really know if I've got to get into my whole life story. We've got other questions here, chop chop. What is a game you've 100%ed that likely no one else has? Mine's Custom Robo Arena. Good for you. I don't know if I ever actually 100%ed Arena. I definitely finished the campaign, but I don't know if I got all the bodies and parts. Maybe Over the Hedge Golf? No, I'm not making a video on it. How'd you get to be so cute? Years of practice. What is your job? If you don't have a job, what job do you want? Also, do you ever think you would become a sock puppet YouTuber when you were younger? I never would have imagined in 1,000 years I would be a sock puppet YouTuber when I was younger. As for job I do a lot of odd jobs, like entertaining at birthday parties. I delivered pizzas for a little while. I attend the cashier position at a gift shop. But I'm looking for a new job, in a cheaper state, hopefully, where I can have my own space and such. As for job that I want, this is fine. If I can do this but make a good amount of income on it, that'd be swell. Can Fingy do any cool skateboard tricks? Not until I buy him a tech deck. Also, what's a hobby you really enjoy even if most people don't see an interest in it? Playwriting? Yeah, I think that's the most obscure one. A lot of people will say oh yeah, I'm a writer, I'm writing a novel, or I've got a screenplay. I don't know a lot of people who specifically look to do stage plays. Who is your favorite YouTuber? My guess is Arlo. Well, that's racist. Nah, just kidding, I love Arlo. But favorite YouTuber? That's a hard one. I've got a lot that I really like, big and small. I like Cameron All One Word, FU Game Crew, the Krillcast, I was recently on there, that was fun. JonTron was a huge inspiration, AVGN as well. The guys at Nintendo Life are making some pretty funny stuff. What else? Relax, Scott the Woz. I watch more than just these YouTubers. Literature Devil is also a good one. Yeah, a lot. I really can't. I can't sum them all up here. There's just a sample amount. Why did you send me 6,000 emails asking to collab? Because I love you and I miss you. Oh. And that does it for questions, I think. I think that's all the ones I have before I disabled the comments on Friday. Thank you all so much who asked and who subscribed. This is only the beginning of my channel. Seriously, it isn't even a year old yet. I only started in June. The amount of support I've been getting is unprecedented. I can't thank you all enough. I never would have imagined I'd get this big a following this quickly. You're the reason I do it, fellas and gals. But mostly fellas, if my metrics are to be believed. So yeah, thanks again, and here's to another year of talkie-socky goodness. And who knows, maybe sometime soon we'll be able to do this again at 10K. Who knows? Either way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you the next time I see you.